Hello everyone, here's Nelon with the only Specter guide you'll need. Let's start with a quick disclaimer about Specter. Through my testing, Specter does not depend on Cat for smoother gameplay, like many other classes. You will still see a damage boost with Cat of around 10% depending on your skill, as Cat usage really pushes the min-maxing on this class to the limit due to playing around Concealing Mist and not actually your Moonscar only for main DPS. The Specter is a simple class to understand but hard to get the most out of it. There are two different builds for it depending if you have Cat or not, which I will talk about more later in this video. Specter also has a stack mechanic called Mad Hard, so keeping an eye on your stacks, making sure you don't make mistakes is important. It's a very high APM class, so it's not recommended for those so-called unks like myself. Now let me explain how Specter actually works. Specter has a few core skills and passives you need to understand, but even more important is to understand his stack mechanic Mad Hard. Mad Hard can stack up to 7 stacks. At 7 stacks your Moonscar reaches its max level, which is Moonscar 3, and it's only the Moonscar you wanna use at level 3. Never use level 1 or level 2 Moonscar, only use it at 7 stacks. Now how do you gain stacks? There's a few ways. First off, some skills do give you stacks for using them, like Hunter's Mark, which gives you 3 stacks, Soul Execution, which gives you 2 stacks, Soul and Blade, which gives you 2 stacks. Those are the big cooldown skills that are giving you stacks. But you realize that's only enough for one singular Moonscar 3. So how do you get more? Well, this is where the most important skills come into play. One is Concealing Mist. This skill makes you stealth ready for 15 seconds. During the time, if you dash or do a Shadow Strike cast, you gain invisibility, which you can trigger up to 3 times each Concealing Mist cast. During the invisibility, if you cast a skill that is not Shadow Strike, Instant Slash or Dodge, you will break invisibility and deal high damage to the first enemy hit. On top of that, if you level up its passive, which is Grim Craving, it gives you 1 stack of Mad Hard each 2 seconds for the 15 seconds of uptime. And now the most important skill of this class, the bread and butter, what makes it so smooth to play, Shadow Strike. The way this works is that it's a no cooldown skill that consumes 1 stack of Mad Hard to dash, and when you use the basic attack after the dash, or you just hold basic attack during the dashes, you cast Instant Slash instead of a normal basic attack, which also gives you 3 stacks of Mad Hard back. It's the main way to generate stacks. Also, this skill does skill damage, not basic attack damage. Now there's another very important aspect of the skill and makes it so good is the passive Shadow Shard. If you level this up, each cast of Shadow Strike reduces the CD of Moonscar by 20%, and that is how this class is known for having no cooldowns. Your main DPS skills are pretty much always active, ready to go. As long as you cycle correctly, get the rhythm down on how to play the class. Now let's get into the skill build for Specter first. What you want to have the filler Mad Hard stack generators, which are Soul Execution and Soul and Blade. On your 2, you will have your main DPS skill Moonscar only. On your 3, you will have Hunter's Mark and Whirling Dance. On your 4, you will have your bread and butter, Concealing Mist and Shadow Strike. For your ults, you will have 1000 Shadows as your first ult, very important. As your second ult, Blade of Despair. As Blade of Despair does get copied by 1000 Shadows, it is a very good ult to pair up with it. The level 45 ult does not get copied, and it's actually just way too long animation and just bad. And also one other thing, I have my my Shadow Strike and Concealing Mist on my 4 because it's on my mouse button. So you can do your keybinds the way you want. Just make sure you keep this the way it's ordered. Keep it the same, but key binding is up to you how you want to make it. Now that the skill build is out the way, let's talk about the gears. As you can see, I'm using cavalry helmet, chest and shoes with the 2 class set. The class 5 is really good, but still less damage than 3 cavalry, as it has no important mechanic and just damage. It's good to go for 3 cavalry without losing anything on your armors. As for accessory, there's only one way to go for this class. You need to keep the 5 class accessory set, and I explain why it's so good. But also there's another way, which I will talk about a little bit later, to play it if you're a less skilled player. So now let me explain the 5 class accessory set. First off, with a 3 set, Concealing Mist -5 CD is very huge, as it's one of your top DPS skills. On top of that, the damage of Concealing Mist is increased by 100%, which is the reason why it also is dealing so much damage. On the 5-piece effect, it's like a mini cat, permanently proccing 0.5 second CD reduction every 2 seconds. So it's really strong and really adds up over time. And it adds up massively. The accessory set is build defining for this class. There's no chance any of the 3 sets of the new accessories can match up, and to prove it, let me just go through some passes and show you the damage. First off, we have the 5 class by itself for the accessories is dealing 2.3 billion damage. This is tested with just food buffs, no other buffs, no potions, no Mind Wars buff. I don't have anything of that. And this was also tested with Cat and Agumon. All the tests are with Cat and Agumon. I will showcase a non-Cat rotation at the end when I'm showcasing my actual passes. But for now, 2.3 billion, really strong. Next is 3 Filth, dealing 3.26 billion. Pretty big. Increase of almost 1 billion. Damage, which is really good. Next is 3 Annihilation at 3 billion, and definitely was so not recommended. Next is 3 Famine with 3 billion. This could potentially be better than Filth if you use it well during raids and have other Famine users. But now comes the real deal. Famine Bracer, Filth Necklace, Filth Ring, and keeping your 5 set accessories active, it got me to 3.475 billion damage, which is huge. And the gameplay is way smoother with a cooldown reduction and more fun. And I was saying that you can use another build for this if you're like a non-cat user and you also are maybe not that good at the class. If you realize, okay, fuck, no matter what I try, I'm not good at the class, I keep fucking up and it's making you a bit depressed, you can go 3 Filth. 3 Filth will fix the issue of not able to abuse Concealing Mist that well. It will offer the Filth damage extra to make up for the damage missing from Concealing Mist. So if you're bad with Concealing Mist, you don't have Cat to abuse Concealing Mist, you can definitely just go for 3 Filth and you should be doing fine. But I still recommend myself, if you really want to get the most out of the class and if you want to have smoother gameplay, you want to go the BIS setup that I talked about, which is Filth Necklace, Famine Bracer, and Filth Ring, keeping the 5 class set. So now that we are done with this, let's get into Insignias. Okay, let's get into Insignias. So for your helmet, you want to go Claudius, and for budget, Andre is pretty good also. For your breastplate, you want to go Claudius again, and for budget, you can go Tower Shield. For the pants, you want to go Goramos, that's the only way. For the gloves, you want to go Ophelia, or for budget, you can go, depending on your element that you choose, either Wick Brotherhood if you're Pyro, or Ancient Guardian if you're any of the other ones. You don't want to go Cryo. The damage to slow doesn't really do well, because at least damage to Scorch, if you have a Starbreaker, you proc it and you're chilling. Okay, so Meradia on your boots, or you can also go Famine on your boots, or you can also go Joker or Whipguard if you're Electro or Umbro. And if you're none of that and you want to go budget, the only way is the Charm Insignia. For your necklace, you want to go Electric Whipguard or Joker if you're Umbro or Electro. If you're none of that, you wanna go Thunderbolt Striker for the crit damage. You don't need the crit rate. For the bracers, you wanna go either Pyro. If you go Pyro, you don't wanna go Cryo no matter what. And if you're neither of that, you go for the crit damage Thunderbolt Striker. For the ring, you go Andre. For your seal budget, you go Goramos. And if you wanna maxed out, you know, Azrael is the best. And for the talisman, the same thing. Budget is Tower Shield. The best is Azrael. For your weapon, you wanna go Barbina if you wanna get the most out of your damage while using food buffs. If you don't wanna bother with min-maxing your damage as much as possible, but want like just always doing the element damage, you can choose either Pyro, Electro, or Umbro. You don't wanna go Cryo. So that is for the weapon. This is pretty much all about the insignias for this class. Let's check out the cards. Okay, so let's check out the cards. Right now I am using Chrome Military, Ancient Guardian, and Dark Maniac. But you can also use other things if you do not have any of those. So let's check it out. So for the Beast Legion, if you have this and you don't have anything else, this is pretty okay. Usable, not the best, not the worst, it's usable. Magitech era is pretty good if you want to get into resonance faster, but you don't really have problems with getting into resonance because of your multi-hits from the class. You get into resonance quite fast actually. Obviously Dark Maniac, easy to get. BIS, really good. The Cat Catastrophe, usable if you're gonna be getting hit, but I mean, it's usable, it's okay, but not too good. Light Chaser is ass. If you really miss the crit rate, you can use this, you know, but it's whatever. Next is Shadow Realm. It's okay, damage to debuff is good, but it's usable, but there's better options. This one, ass. Par Guardian, ass. Clockwork, this one is really good, especially because you have low cooldown ultimate. You have really good uptime of this one, it's actually a really good set. Mystic Beings, really good against Beast. One Beast damage, it's good. Mechanical Empire, if you want the mecha damage, this is also pretty good. Now, and obviously the best ones are those last two. And this is pretty much all about the cards. The cards are pretty standard for every single class. It's pretty much the same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much for the cards. So now that we are pretty much done with all the important stuff about Specter, let's see the passes. Let me showcase a non-cat pass, a cat pass, and see the difference. And also I'm gonna showcase a pass where I use 3 filth instead of the 5 class, so you can actually see the difference of gameplay. Let's go.
重击，封切，重击，封切，重，封切，掠影，乱，行流，重击，封切，封切，掠影，封切，重击，乱，封切，重击，重击，封切，掠影，重击，封切。封切，重击，封切，重击，重击，封切，重击，封切，掠影，封切，重击。重击，重击，封切，重击，重击，重击，重击，重击，行流，封切，重击，封切，封切，重击，掠影。封切，重击，掠影，重击，封切，封切，重击，去，重击，封切，封切，封切，重击，重击，掠影，封切，封切，掠影，封切，重击，行流，封切，封切，重，掠影，封切，封切，重击。
Okay, this concludes my Specter guide. I hope this helps you out a lot. It is a really fun class and a really hard class if you really want to min-max every single millisecond of your gameplay. Overall, both assassins are really fun for me. I enjoy both of them a lot, so I can't really choose what I like most. If I could, I would main both. I'm not even joking, I would just main both. Overall, this guide took a lot of time, a lot of effort. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know, like, subscribe, comment, share. It all helps me out a lot. Thank you for watching, everyone. Enjoy Specter, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.